Board meeting tonight. They're going to be discussing their budget shortfall, additional funding for special education, and also housing made by the district for its employees. I'll have more from the meeting.
A local couple says they got a fraudulent parking ticket in East Village, and it's all caught on video. That video has gone viral. Now the police department is responding.
Robots in the workforce. Are they taking our jobs? We're touring the Robotics Institute at UCSD to see what the future holds.
1,200 military families lined up to shop for Armed Services YMCA Operation Holiday Joy, the largest in its 36-year history.
A family that beat homelessness just bought their first house and had it filled with furniture.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts now.
We begin tonight with big decisions and even bigger challenges for the San Diego Unified School District. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. School board members are meeting right now to tackle a $47 million budget shortfall, special education funding, and a new plan that would create affordable housing for staff on district properties.
CBS 8's Alex Cheney joins us live from outside district headquarters. And Alex, it looks like it's going to be a busy night ahead for the board.
That's right, Carlo. I actually just stepped out of the meeting a few minutes ago. It is a packed house in there. And the reason why is because it's a really full agenda tonight, from budget pressures to new housing options. There's a lot going on in this meeting tonight that can affect students, staff, and taxpayers. So let's get into it. The first thing to talk about here is going to be the district's budget shortfall, about $47 million. Tonight, the board is expected to approve its first interim budget before sending it to the county for review. Early next year, they'll have to revise it again once they know how much state funding is coming in. The final deadline to balance the books is June 30th. Special education costs are also a major concern. The superintendent says the district spends $400 million on special education each year, but only gets about $125 million from state, federal, and local sources. The district covers the rest and is urging state and federal leaders to close that gap. Finally, another item getting a lot of attention tonight: staff housing. The district is reviewing proposals from several companies looking to convert unused school buildings into affordable housing for employees. An evaluation committee has already scored the options. Tonight, the board will vote on which developer to interview to make sure the project is both strong and sustainable.
Let's now interview the developer and let's see if their proposal really matches up with what they're saying in the interview, along with some financial vetting. We just want to make sure that it's a proposal that's going to be feasible in the long term.
Enrique went on to say that no matter what is decided tonight, we are still a long way away from any construction or any changes happening to those district buildings. As we said earlier, the meeting is happening right now, and I will give you another update coming up tonight at 7 o'clock. Back over to you.
Thanks, Alex. We're learning more tonight about a welfare check in Lakeside that led to a San Diego County Sheriff's deputy firing a single shot that did not hit anyone. Just after 10:30 this morning, Sheriff's deputies and Lakeside Fire were called to a home on Briette Place to check on a man. He wasn't there when they got there, but deputies later found him down the street. They said he told them he had a handgun. San Diego police investigators say the man reached toward his waistband, prompting one of them to fire his gun. A deputy fired his gun. That shot missed the man. Deputies were able to take him into custody. The suspect was taken to the hospital for evaluation. It is not known right now if he was actually armed. A student at San Ysidro High School is recovering tonight after police say she was stabbed by another student.
Investigators say this happened around 9 this morning when a boy walked into a classroom and stabbed a girl multiple times and then ran away. We're told the girl's injuries are not life-threatening. Officers looking for the boy found him on campus almost 2 hours after the attack and took him into custody. The motive for the attack remains unclear. A man who previously lived in a South Crest home where human remains were found last week was in court today. Dwight Rohn appeared for a readiness hearing in a separate case where he's accused of shooting a man before setting him on fire back in 2023. A judge ordered us to not show his face. A preliminary hearing was scheduled for June. While the 74-year-old has been linked to the home where the human remains were found, Rohn has not been charged in that case.
The owner of a pet cremation business accused of taking people's money but never performing the cremations was in court today facing a felony charge. Chris Settle pleaded not guilty to the felony count of grand theft. Officials say that charge is made up of dozens of complaints including those from 20 pet owners who suffered monetary loss. Settle could face up to 3 years behind bars if convicted. The San Diego Police Department can continue using controversial automated license plate readers. The City Council voted yesterday to allow it, following hours of public comment. Police say the cameras are a huge help in police work, while critics claim the cameras infringe on the public's privacy. SDPD says, quote, the operation and access to ALPR data shall be for official law enforcement purposes only. New tonight, a Spring Valley couple says they got a fraudulent parking ticket in San Diego's East Village, and it was all caught on video. They posted this video you're watching to social media, where it has since gone viral, and now the police department is responding.
CBS 8's Shannon Handy talked to that couple and has more on their frustrating ticket fight.
Vanessa and her husband Donald parked here on Island Avenue. They paid for parking, then walked to a nearby bakery for a takeout order. They were gone less than 30 minutes, but got a ticket saying they had been here for hours. Here's video showing what led up to that ticket. In it, you can see a parking enforcement officer mark the car tire with chalk. 2 minutes later, he returns and writes a citation for $85, saying the vehicle have violated the area's 2-hour limit.
We paid by plate on the machine, so I thought maybe we entered the license plate wrong, maybe because we just paid, maybe it wasn't showing up in the system yet.
Confused, Vanessa called her husband, who was still waiting in a bakery down the street for their takeout order. She asked him to confirm their credit card payment actually went through.
And when he confirmed, I noticed that the parking enforcement officer was just a block away. I was very respectful. I said, I think there was a mistake. We paid for parking. And he immediately said, well, I didn't give you a ticket for an expired meter. You got the ticket because you parked there for more than 2 hours.
This is absolute fraud, what you guys are doing.
Cell phone video captured that exchange. Vanessa says initially the officer was dismissive, but when she and Donald informed him their Tesla had recorded video which proved they had only been in the space for 30 minutes, he backtracked.
We didn't look at all the footage we had, so we didn't know that he actually had marked our tire just before he issued the citation. What we did have video proof of is us driving on Fiesta Island just an hour earlier. He glanced over it very shortly and basically said, okay, I'm going to work with my supervisor to dismiss the citation.
2 days later, the citation hadn't been dismissed. That's when Vanessa posted the video on Instagram. So far, it's been viewed more than 800,000 times. Some people commented and wrote messages saying the same thing happened to them here in San Diego.
What pressures are being placed on these officers to where they feel like they have to falsify evidence to generate these small citations to generate that income?
We reached out to San Diego Police asking about this case and if parking enforcement officers have a daily quota. A spokesperson said they do not have a quota and there's now an internal investigation, adding, we have confirmed the citation has been dismissed. The employee who issued the citation has been working in this capacity for 2 months. If anyone in the community feels that they have received a citation in error, they can appeal the citation online. Shannon Handy.
We're lucky that our car recorded everything.
CBS 8.
Thanks, Shannon. If you're hitting the roads to travel this holiday season, you may be wondering what you'll have to pay at the pump.
Some state lawmakers warn that prices could rise if California continues to rely on foreign oil. CBS 8 State Matters political reporter Jenny Huh has more on the concerns being raised.
State and federal leaders are sounding the alarm bells on what they call California's dwindling supply of oil produced in state.
We have an energy crisis in our state, and it looks like it is only going to intensify.
Republican lawmakers, including Congressman Vince Fong and State Assembly member Stan Ellis, both of Bakersfield, say the imminent closure of 2 major California refineries, Valero in the Bay Area city of Benicia and Phillips 66 in Los Angeles, is concerning, with reports showing that could reduce the state's refining capacity by nearly 20%.
Wait a minute. If refineries keep shutting down, what does that do to all of the bases?
These refineries make jet fuel and diesel and gasoline for our military.
From Air Force to Army bases, California houses more than 30 military bases. Many of them, as well as bases in Nevada and Arizona, are reliant on oil from these refineries.
We're importing 20% of our product now from India. When Valero shuts down, we're going to be getting 40% of our jet fuel, diesel, and gas from India. If China or Russia or someone decides to pull the plug on India getting crude for us, guess what? We're it's catastrophic.
Experts like petroleum professional Mike Ariza, who co-authored a recent report on California's energy independence with Ellis, say the state appears to have no plan B.
Their backup plan is to continue to source it from places like India. India buys their crude oil from Russia, so effectively gasoline and jet fuel and that we could be producing here.
That's the national security threat, they say. There's also affordability. A report by the California Center for Jobs and the Economy states Californians paid the most in the nation for gas in November, over $2 more than did those in Oklahoma, which had the lowest price. But higher prices could be on the horizon as the refineries close and a key pipeline, which transports oil drilled in Southern California to Northern California, could shut down too.
They're anticipating our prices being higher than Southern California, and these prices are going to be anywhere from I'm thinking as high as $10 or $12 a gallon.
Jenny Ha, CBS 8.
In a lengthy statement, a spokesperson for Governor Newsom defended the administration's actions, saying they're working to keep gas prices stable while transitioning to clean energy. We'll have the full statement posted on our website, CBS8.com. Just click on this story. The San Diego Padres are lending a helping hand to some military families this holiday season.
We'll show you that still ahead, plus a new look inside one of the most anticipated restaurant openings in the country, happening tonight right here in San Diego.
And we head to UC San Diego for a glimpse into what a future fueled by automation might look like.
The December heat wave was still going strong for today. Widespread 80s when it came to our daytime highs. What's typical for this time of the year is around 66 degrees west of the mountains. We also had some more records for today. We'll take a look at how much longer this heat's going to stick around coming up.